is going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. How's everyone doing today? We have got Jam, Dr. Glowstone, Cinder, Clouds, the Charizard 96, the one and only author of Grenji Games, Dr. Glowstone. Again, Squirtle Splash, Jared Sloan. Who else we got here? OC Squid Girl, Kajido, Pella Gamer, excuse me, Mister, and Sheer Cold Vanillix. How's everyone doing today? PokeFan15, what is up? One second, guys. Alright, we are ready to go here. How's everyone been doing the past couple days? Let's hope that today can be the day, guys, that we finally get a shiny in one of these two games. It's gonna take me a second here. The cables are all kind of twisted up and stuff because I had to like tear my whole setup down for some stuff, and now it's like trying to get it all set back up, and the cables are not wanting to play nice. Close to summer, yeah. This is getting very close for a lot of people. You got a shiny Zubat, now it's a Golbat. Awesome, Mike, congratulations. Last day was yesterday and only had one exam. Awesome. That's cool, man. That is cool. Alright, Raikou, it needs to shine soon, right? Right, like it's gotta happen soon. You decided to shiny hunt yesterday for the first time in like 2 months. You got a shiny Mareep on the 12th SOS encounter. That's awesome, Grenji. Congrats, man. You have 2 weeks holiday. That means you can be here every day, and you got the shiny Charmander Ultra Sun and hunting Mewtwo. That's awesome. That's awesome, Jam. I'm glad you can be here. I am glad you can be here. You moved into a new house today. That's cool, Squirtle Splash. That's cool. I hope all that stuff's going well. You know, no big issues or anything. It's gonna break his ear. That is awesome. I'm glad to hear it, man. And Mariah Evans, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Gladion, the Team Skull Grovile, what is up? Welcome to the stream. How have you been doing? Wow, Grovile appeared. You're gonna exam to take a Monday, and that's it. Nice. Almost done, man. Almost done. Preview school's out on the 25th. Well, hey, that's pretty soon. That's the end of the week, Emmanuel. How are you doing today? Julian Pere, welcome to the stream. How's it going? How are you doing today? Guys, I hope today will be the day. They've both passed 6,000 and 9,000. Like, they gotta shine soon, right? You lucky duck. Yeah, but American school tends to start a bit earlier, too. So that's why it ends up letting out early. Like, I've been done for a few weeks, but I know I had started classes and stuff before a lot of you guys had like started school and stuff. Yeah, August 15th for you. Yeah, so it's not that much different. It's just the summer break happens a bit earlier. Oh, you're American. I'm sorry to assume. I don't know, a lot of people who pop into the streams and stuff are from Europe and everything, so I kind of, when the differences are that big, I tend to kind of assume. Still, last year was like August 17th. That is, yeah, that's, I don't know, it feels like it was always starting earlier and earlier, for me at least. You want to do Ho and Heatran after Mewtwo? Sounds good. What do I prefer? I don't know. Which one do you want to go for? I think Ho would be the better shiny to get, I feel. Have you seen Infinity War yet? I have yet to see it. I still need to see Infinity War. I know, I haven't seen it. There's a chance I would have seen Deadpool today, but that didn't happen. So haven't seen either of those yet. Seeing Infinity War next Sunday. Awesome, Vanillix. Awesome. a sophomore. Solid. Yep. That's over. Halfway through now. Halfway through. Sophomore's 10th grade. For high school. Or really, it also works for college too. Like freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. They're still recovering from the amount of laughing watching Black Panther made you do. Alright. I still haven't seen that one. I haven't seen... I think the like newest Marvel movie I've seen is... I don't know, it would be Guardians Volume 2, I want to say. Start school the 20th of August. Well, I mean, hey, that should be a good summer, right? Black Panther's on DVD now. I still don't really have a way to watch it. Like, because I'm not gonna, like, buy a DVD or anything. What's up, Lacken? Welcome to the stream. Home alone watching a scary TV show and you heard a noise come from the door. Oh no. Oh no. So I can never watch anything scary. I'm not meant for that kind of thing. Then I watched Doctor Strange. Did that come out after Guardians Volume 2? I guess it did. Then yeah. Whichever one of those two is the newest, is the one I saw the most recent, or like the newest of them that I saw. Like I saw Doctor Strange most recently. I just don't know if that's like the newest one of the bunch to come out. What's up, West Stocks? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we are still hunting Charmander. Spencer Palat, welcome as well. You're in love with Marvel superheroes. I've enjoyed the movies I've seen. I just haven't been hardcore, like, rushing out to go see the next ones or anything. Think it came after? Yeah, see, like, I couldn't remember off the top of my head. The last one I saw in theaters was Guardians Volume 2. Like, the last one, like, time-wise for me seeing was Doctor Strange. And whichever one of those two was the, like, latest one of the two to come out, or the latest I've seen. Raikou at 60-60, we will see. Want Thursday to come quicker? Guardians 2 is after. Okay, then in that case, Guardians 2 was the, like, newest Marvel movie that I've seen. Whoop whoop for summer break. Summer break is nice. My little, like, break has kind of started to come to an end. Like, I'm not going back to school or anything, but I will be starting work and all that, which means, I don't know, like, so much for all the sleeping in and everything, gotta wake up for a 9 to 5 and all that, starting as soon as they tell me to. So that'll be, I don't know, that'll be good. I've enjoyed working there before and stuff, so I'm not really like, ugh, it's gonna be awful or something, but it's like, it's not a break at that point. It's like, it's work at that point, but I don't know. The past couple weeks that I've had of just like not doing much of anything have been really nice for sure. A 12-inch Black Panther figure now. Well, that's cool. That's really cool. What's up, Tammy? Welcome to the stream. You got a Shiny Charmander Pokemon Go. Well, that is awesome. That's awesome. Hopefully I can get one in Fire Red here soon. The newest Marvel movie you've seen is Black Panther. I mean, there's only Infinity War after that. Technically, I guess Deadpool's Marvel. It's not like MCU, but it's Marvel. Hope Raikou's at 60-60. It'd be great. It'd be great if it happened right now. I ran out of things to do, if I say it, and then you start to repeatedly watch 7 Deadly Wins. I mean, I've had so many days where it's just like, I'm bored, I don't know what to do, and then I just sit on the couch and don't do anything. Honestly, it's kind of great having a little bit of time to do that. Not for too long, though. Like, I've kind of hit my limit on what, like, about how much I can enjoy that before it's just like, I feel like I need to be doing something. So fortunately, like, I'm starting work and all that, so that should take care of that whole feeling. Deadpool isn't technically MCU. Yeah, no, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like, it's technically not... Like, it's technically a Marvel movie, but it's not... It's not a, like... It's not the same thing. You also have Captain America and Winter Soldier figures. That's really cool. That's really cool, Mariah. I dare all of you to say daily whoop whoop. Can't wait for summer. It gets closer and closer every day, and as summer comes closer, you can plan out the day for the first podcast. Yeah, that's great. That's great. That's super exciting. I can't wait to see how that goes, Cinder. You meant sins. I gotcha, Spencer. Seven deadly sins. Seeing Deadpool on Monday after your exam with your girlfriend. That's nice. That's really nice, man. I almost was able to see it today, but that didn't end up happening. So that's whatever. It's all good. You know, I'll see it at some point. I'll see that. I need to see Infinity War, Deadpool, and now like Solo as well. So we'll just see how all that goes. You're excited for E3? It'll be interesting to see what comes of it. I know a lot of people have hopes and like high hopes for what they're gonna see at it, so we'll see what all ends up being true and what's like what actually all gets confirmed and all that stuff. So it'll be exciting. It'll definitely be exciting. Is Solo out? I think it came out today, technically, if I'm not mistaken. Am I going to see Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom? Maybe. I'm not the biggest movie guy. And there's so many to see that if I see one, I see one. If I don't, I don't. Like, it's never been something where, like, I'm like, I have to see this movie in theaters or anything. So, if, like, for some reason I'm offered, like, hey, let's go, maybe if someone offers to take me, or if, like, some friends decide, hey, let's go see a movie, then I'll go see a movie, but I'm not, like, rushing out at every opportunity to go see the next thing. Shine like the glowstone you are, Charmander. Hopefully it shines today. We've got a little while before it would hit 10,000 if it was going to. So there's a lot of chances. There's a lot of chances left for it to not... There's a lot of chances left for it to shine before 10,000. That's all I'm really hoping. More of a TV show guy. Even then, there's like certain things I'll follow and I'll keep up with. But then other things, it's like, I don't watch cable TV a lot, or really at all. So most of what I watch is like Netflix and stuff. So for me, it's like there's never really a rush to see something. It's like I watch it when I feel like it. And you know, movies don't always have that, especially when it comes to the like watching them for free kind of thing. So they've just, I don't know, because I can't just watch it on demand in something I already have, it's like I'd rather just watch something else. I don't know when you should start trying to plan the first podcast, since of course you have to see when the other podcast people are available for it. I mean, the sooner the better for planning, like in terms of when you should start planning it, but because then you can figure that stuff out better. But it's really hard when a lot of times I know, like with that kind of thing, the people who are trying to plan it with don't know what their schedule is until, you know, days before you want to start it or something. And like, I'm totally aware of that. That's kind of the situation I am in with, like, not being able to give you guys, like, a summer schedule for the streams, because it's going to be completely different than what it is now. But I have to start working to know what the schedule's going to be. Like, there's probably just going to be a day where I'm like, hey, I'm going to start when I can start, and use that to kind of gauge when, like, the times I can stream are. 1 second, my 3DS is my capture card's battery got to the red level. There we go. There we go. So yeah, I totally get that. It's like, it's hard to plan that stuff far enough in advance, but if you can get anything done, it's helpful. Try to keep up with the Flash, Legends, etc. You just started Flash Season 2 today on Netflix. Okay. Super behind because Season 4 is currently airing on TV, apparently. I mean, pretty much, if you're watching on Netflix, generally from what I always see, it's like a season gets added as the next season airs, or like even after the next season finishes airing. For example, I've been watching like Better Call Saul on Netflix, and they got through Season 4, and were like, or like they were talking about like Season 4 and like getting prepped to like renew for Season 5 and stuff. It's like then Season 3 went up online. It's like, thank you. Finally, you're like a year behind if you're using Netflix at the very least. Dad has a Blueberry hooked up to his TV that lets him see any movie that isn't already in theaters. Interesting. Season 3 came out like a few months ago. Yeah, I mean, that's just where Netflix kind of is with that stuff. What's up, Enris GX? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? What's up, Bass Boy? Welcome to the stream. Your dad's and you left your 3DS charger at your mom's. RIP. No, that's unfortunate, man. It's really unfortunate. Hopefully it has a little bit of battery in it so you can like use it for a bit. What's up, X-Rider? How's it going? How's it going here? It's going well. It's going well. Hung out with a bunch of friends last night, so I'm a little bit tired, but nothing that hasn't been dealt with before. But yeah, so I'm doing well. How about you? Also, isn't really plays any game before PlayStation. Yeah, I know of some stuff like RetroPie that'll do that kind of thing, which is really cool. What's up, Mana Suicune? How's it going, man? How are you doing today? Got a 2 in math test. I'm assuming 2 is good. Ignore the Greg, I will. The Greg PlayStation is a very specific model of PlayStation. That is awesome. It sounds like it, Dr. Wilson. It sounds like it. But I know there are a lot of things that will do that, like movie thing. Things like Cody and all that stuff do that as well. I've never like personally used it just because, honestly, out of just complete laziness. But no, I've never really done that. I know a few friends who have that kind of stuff set up though. Didn't mean to write Greg Places. I know, Dr. Wilson. I know. It's been so long. You've been doing all right. School got a bit rough. Congrats on Entei and Lugia. How have you been? I've been good, man. I've been good. You know, good to hear school's been going all right. But I totally understand getting swamped by stuff and everything. Our school got a bit rough. But yeah, no, I'm glad that things are going all right. But I totally get that because I had a couple weeks, like from Entei until now, pretty much, where it's just like everything got super hectic. Everything happened all at once. So it got kind of ridiculous for a few days and all that, so I totally get that. But glad to see you here now, man. What's up, King Shark Fortnite Master? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You heard thunder. Well, hope it's not gonna be too bad for you. What's up, Traps Dead? Welcome to the stream, man. How are you doing today? You're now hunting at Victory Road for your final shiny member. That's awesome, X-Rider. That's glad to hear it's going well, man. And Greg PlayStation has the newest features. What's up, Cole Sennington? Welcome to the stream. You're gonna be seeing Deadpool 2 this weekend. That's awesome. That's awesome, dude. I need to see that one. That's like the one I'm most excited about out of all the movies that have come out recently, I feel. Maybe you'll get Raikou today, and then the hunt for Suicune begins. That would be awesome. That'd be really, really awesome. If we could get Raikou today, because, man, guys, we need to get this. It's been too long. It's been too long. It was over odds before we got the charm. I don't want it to go over odds after getting the charm. Like, from like the moment we got the charm until now has been like 700-ish encounters, a little over 700. So like if we get the 600 or 6,300, we'll be at like 1,000 encounters, which would be a bit insane, I feel. I'm just seeing it Monday or Tuesday. It's being shown until Thursday at local cinema. Well, that's cool. That's cool. The Greg PlayStation only works for Gregs. It's like required. You have to like have some form of ID that shows that you're a Greg in order for it to even turn on. Way over odds. Yeah, we are over odds. We are over odds. We got to 5,355. I want to say encounters without the charm. So I don't know. It's kind of hard to figure the odds from that, but yeah. So we're really just kind of trudging along, hoping to get it soon. We do have the charm now, so theoretically it should show up way sooner. And then we got Charmander over here, which is just like casually 900-ish encounters over, 840 or whatever encounters over. So I don't know. Hope one of them shines soon. The Great PlayStation is a new meme. Gonna see Solo when it comes out. That's awesome, Bass Boy. That's awesome. Or Bass Boy. Sorry. That's awesome. Charmander is a troll. Charmander is being a bit of a troll. Your dad thought the first was okay, but he was like, it's kind of not my film, but he was like, but had yet to come to, so you can prove you're 15. Also, got a yes because he said you buy the tickets. Well, hey, I mean, you gotta see it, and you had some solid logic there. Also need to be able to play the xylophone. So it's not even just for Greg's, you have to be able to play the xylophone. Is that like the controller that it uses? It doesn't use a normal, DualShock, it just uses... It uses xylophone. First Deadpool made you laugh hard. I mean, it was good. It was very good. I really liked it. I saw it 2 times, I want to say, in theaters. And he needed 4 days to get the shiny charm and 1.5 days to play the story. I mean, yeah, the shiny charm does take a lot, especially if you're trying to do it all in one game, or like without a whole bunch of Pokemon already. It takes a while. It definitely takes a while. You're gonna see the new X-Men films, but they got moved to next year as well. You're hyped for Deadpool 2. You have the first on DVD. Nice, nice. No, I've been excited for Deadpool 2 since like the first trailers started coming out and all that. So I'm really looking forward to going and seeing that one. You know, like I've said, Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool is like perfect, so more of him is always okay. The xylophone is a controller, and when you miss a note, it gets harder. Ooh, wouldn't missing a note mean that like you just made the wrong move? Which I guess does make it harder. I guess that makes it harder. Or like if you miss a note, like suddenly an extra key appears, and they get slightly smaller. Scratch the DualShock, just go to a xylophone. That's the only controller you'll ever actually need. What's up, Nadubo? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Here looking poof today. It is. It's getting a little long. I feel like I need to get it cut before I start work, but there's a lot of stuff I need to do before I start work, and I could start as soon as like Monday, so I don't know. We'll see if I can get that done. How are you doing, Mel? I'll slay you. Why would you do that? You get that's good to hear. I'm doing pretty well myself. I am just hoping to get one of these today. It's been taking a while to get them, so I would love to be able to actually finish up these hunts today. Please don't slay me. As a request, it would be very inconvenient if it were to happen. So please do not slay me. I feel like the chat suddenly got like very aggressive for a second. Threats flying everywhere. I said that Charmander at 15,000, almost there. We are over halfway there. I don't want to go all the way there though. Would really rather not. We've gotten in like over a month and a half. Like we started this hunt at the beginning of April, like April 1st. Or picked this hunt back up April 1st from like 51, and haven't even gone 5,000 since then, so that'd be another month and a half until Charmander, which would be crazy. It'd be crazy if it took that long. I don't want it to take that long. I've been working on a Pokemon series. You're going to upload all at once, one video for Pokemon for one day at a time. Well, hey, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool right there. Maybe for 2019 a Charmander shiny will appear. Start the hunt in 2017, finish it in 2019. That'd be a long time. And it would be a for the most part, it would be fairly, like, on. It would be, like, on and off a whole bunch. But we need Charmander, because I'm refusing to move on to another hunt until we get it. Or until we get Bulbasaur. Until we get a shiny on that Leafgreen game, I'm not moving on. And we need to be able to move on. We need to go on to some more Emerald hunts, do some more Shiny Badge quest stuff. But I'm refusing. Until we can actually get the Charmander. Until we get Charmander, we're going to keep hunting for it. Just because I don't want this to be another, like, put it on the back burner and forget about it essentially for months, and then come back to it and be like, hey, look at this hunt we're starting at 9,500 or something. The pizza is aggressive. The shot is pretty aggressive. It is getting really aggressive. I don't know, you were part of it. You're part of it. I think everyone's kind of part of it. I'm not sure though. The shinies are aggressive. Everything just suddenly very aggressive. Don't know why it just happened. Ian refuses. Like, I don't wanna move on and do something else again and come back. Because kind of one of the things I wanted to do with picking up the Charmander hunt again is, like, complete a hunt that's been on hold for so long, and we just need to get it. We need to get it soon. What's up, Samaj Evans? Sorry if I mispronounced your name, but welcome to the stream. And Dark Witten, welcome! What's up, good luck with the Charmander, Raikou? Well, thank you, I appreciate it. Hope you're having a good day. Aggressive Saturday, like every Saturday, just the chat is nothing but like aggression. It's just suddenly a whole bunch of adrenaline. Oh, that's terrible. It's true. It's terrible, Cinder. Bad Dr. Glowstone. Slaying is no longer allowed in the chat. You're welcome. Can't talk, am dead. Rip Mel. Rip Mel. Respect your will to find those shinies. I mean, I want them. I want them. I need to add them to the collection. We already got like 2 out of 5 for Johto. We can't stop there. Leafgreen, we just have so many encounters in that I don't want to stop. What's up, Spicy Pasta? Welcome to the stream. How do you not have Charmander that you watched 3 weeks ago? Because Charmander's odds are 1 in 8,192. So, well, we are over odds. It's not that far over odds as far as pre-Gen 6 hunts go. So, there's not much we can do to speed it up. The only thing we can do is just keep trying to find it and hope that we find it sooner rather than later. Hope that I don't reset over 1 or haven't reset over 1 yet somehow without knowing it. Why no stream yesterday? I had like party with friends that I was at. It was a LAN party, so we just like hung out and played video games all night. But I was there from like 1 until like 2 today. So I was not home in order to stream. I announced it on like the stream on Thursday. But yeah, I didn't make it very clear. And that one's on me. But hopefully I can get a more solidified schedule down soon as far as like summer stuff. With some like notices as far as, hey, I can't do these dates and stuff. Very inner microwave. I don't know if that'd be possible. Found a Mudkip with 13 soft resets on full odds. That is insane, dude. That is awesome. That is ridiculously lucky right there. What about a dance stream? That would be the most awkward dance stream ever because I cannot dance. Yo, Sezzy, what is up, man? How have you been doing? How have you been doing? It's not by in a while. You're back though. How's it going, man? What have you been up to? Maybe very microwave. I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's possible. She seemed to be against it. So I feel like that's going against her wishes. Hashtag shiny luck for mindless. I'm trying. I'm trying. Hopefully the luck comes through today with one of these two. You're doing great. That's good to hear, man. That's good to hear, man. If you did do a dance stream, you'd feel uncomfortable. I would as well. So you wouldn't be alone. Now, there's a few things other than Pokemon that I'd like to possibly stream at some point, but I've got to... There's a few things I'd have to get set up before I can even consider doing that. So, hopefully it can happen soon. But, now there's some cables I still need to get things run and all that. Awesome. Glowstone. I think we're done with that for the day. Yo, Lacrame, what is up? Welcome to the stream. We need a dance stream. It'll be like Just Dance, but for the Switch or something. Or just find a DDR machine. That's what you really need. I can prove exactly how bad I am with any kind of rhythm game that isn't hand-eye coordination. Start to dance with the Lugia, like follow the really weird neck movements. Dancing Ian for the win, oh boy. Ian plays Just Dance. Oh, that'd be horribly awkward. Dr. Glowstone, like I said, I think we are done with that for the day, please. Just Dance 2018. Enhances the entertainment value when it's not too good. It's like, haha, yeah. It'll help everyone else feel better about their own dancing. I would not do it on my own. I would not do it on my own. How have my Shiny been? They've been good. They've been good. We had a few that were kind of long. Most of them are all listed down below, like in the description and all that. But yeah, we've been hunting the Johto Legends. We got all the Kanto Legendaries. We got Poipole. We got a few in Sun, a few in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. And now we're working our way through the Johto Legendaries, and then we'll go on to Hoenn Legendaries, and then Sinnoh, and then Unova, and then Kalos, and then Ultra Beasts. So that is the current plan, with a few breaks in between, because a lot of soft resetting. You versus Mel in a dance-off. That could be interesting. Either way, you're only going to be here for a couple more minutes. Are we doing well? Well, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm glad you're able to stop by, Lacrame. Glad you're able to stop by. Hopefully we can get the shiny while you're still here. That'd be awesome if it could happen. Good job. Hope you get them all. Well, thanks, Ezzy. Thanks. Yeah, we finally picked Charmander back up, too. We had to put it down for a while, because the original capture card I used for, like, when we did Treecko and stuff, when we originally did Charmander, it started flaking out. Like, it got really, really fuzzy. And the audio was out of sync and all this stuff, and I don't know if it was just settings got really, really screwed up or what, but I could not get it working again. Like, I could not get it working again properly no matter what I tried, so I finally just, like, said screw it, and I got a new capture setup as far as that goes, so that's all good. Why though to what? Just Dance tutorial with Ian will give you your money and you. I don't know, I feel like that'd be a pretty bad tutorial. Maybe it's what people need though, like the true basics. How to navigate the menus in the game, stuff like that. Doubting it about Charmander, he's been pretty stubborn it seems. I mean, he's not up to Treecko range quite yet. He's passed, Charmander has passed the uncatchable Zigzagoon, but has not gotten up to where we got Treecko. And with Treecko, we knew for like 600 encounters, 500 to 600 encounters, like, you know, what timing should be and all that. Like, we were pretty close with it. You're pretty close, but hopefully soon. Remember trying to get the Treecko? That was a long run. Hope you get Charmander. It was a long run, yeah, man. Yeah, Treecko was insane. You know, that hunt almost started a year ago. We're almost a month. We're just over a month out from like the starts of the streams and stuff. Tall Ian equals spaghetti looms dancing, fun for everyone. I mean, that's what it would be. That's what it would be, is just like noodle arms everywhere. See, that would also be, that'd be the issue with like doing the ML as well, because like, how do you frame that, right? Why be edgy? Dr. Glowstone, like I said, please, we're done with the aggression edge stuff today. Good point, yeah, no, it's like, it'd be a video rightfully filmed in portrait mode to get me in the picture. Be right back. Alright, see you in a bit, Dark Litten. See you in a bit. after getting it on Fire Red? I don't actually remember. I probably should, but I don't remember. I don't know, it's actually been a while since I've completed, Kanto. It's been like 4+ years. Also, I just pushed my hair completely in the wrong direction, and it looked terrible for a second. What's up, Luigi Lewis? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You're hunting for shiny Rayquaza. Good luck. Good luck, Luigi. You're sure Charmander will come around sometime? It'll come around at some point, says he. It has to happen at some point. Who knows when? Only Charmander can tell us that. Playing Soul Silver is such a good game. I need to play it. I need to get my hands on Heart Gold or Soul Silver. Like, I've said this before, but like I had an opportunity to last summer. Like, a friend just offered to like sell it to me for pretty cheap, complete in box. And I was like, yeah, as soon as I get like a paycheck. And then we both forgot about it for ever, pretty much. Be right back. All right, see you in a bit, Jam Jam. Soul Silver and Heart Gold are awesome games. They're like the community's favorites. So I don't know. I feel like I need to play with those at some point. I need to play any Johto at some point. Remember how you killed that? Spoilers! Spoilers, I still haven't seen it. Which I know I should have at this point, but I haven't seen it yet. Some strange reason it's getting more and more expensive, so buy it quickly. It's because it's so popular, and yeah, because it's getting older. Obviously, they're not making new copies of it anymore. So it just gets rarer by the day, pretty much. So if I can get my hands on it, I would love to. Love that game. I need to take the time to replay it. Yeah, like there's a few games I need to. Like, I've made it my goal this summer to play through every region of Pokemon, so I can like at least have an opinion on every region of Pokemon. Because some of them I haven't actually even played in. And EXE stopped working. It happens from time to time. Just takes a little second to unfreeze. That's what's really happening when I forget words. It's like €4 for her gold with Pokewalker and the box. It depends on where you try to get it from, Nadubo. It depends where you're trying to get it from. Like, if you're trying to get it in the US and you're like a GameStop or something, they'll charge you $50 for it, which is around €40 for just the cartridge. Like, nothing else. Sometimes even 55 depending on where you go. It's insane. It just keeps going up in price because the thing is, a lot of places here will try to sell it at whatever the highest price they see is, and they see like complete in-box ones. So yeah, have the Pokewalker and all that. But that's not the same as a cartridge, and like the places don't really understand. They're just kind of putting it out as a sale. Gonna bounce. All right, see you later, Lacrime. Thanks for tuning into the stream, man. Got another stream and personal cataloging that you need to get to. All right, yeah, take care, man. Take care. Hope to see you again soon. Good to see you today. You can stream is to complete every Pokemon game. Like, have every single Pokemon game that's ever existed and just 100% it. You got the heart goal from, I don't know when it comes from. I mean, I don't know. My problem with that one initially was I didn't have like a functional DS at the time that those games came out. So I think that was a valid reason to like not have it. And I don't know, I need to find a valid way to get it now. Did I quit the Shiny Hunt series for Emerald? I have not, but because we were only getting Poochyenas and we were only, and because of that capture card issue that I had, we haven't been able to pick it up. It's coming back as soon as we find Charmander. As soon as we find Charmander, we're starting another hunt using either a different shiny frame or just pure random encounters. One of the two, and then we will move on with that badge quest. Because I do want to finish that. I know, it's been way too long since I've been able to do any of that, but I just have not had the ability to even record like Game Boy footage until like a month and a half ago or so. What's up, Gray Silverblood? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Checked out Heart Gold Soul Silver Game Corner yesterday, and it looked at the video and it looks awesome. Well, that's good to hear. Don't really trust eBay. Yeah, I get that. I understand that. If you do get a Japanese Heart Gold Soul Silver, if you don't care, you can't read it, you know Joe don't get back of your hand. See, like, honestly, that's part of how I'd be able to play Leafgreen here, is like, Kanto's fairly straightforward. You kind of know what you're looking for. You know, there's never a point where it's like, hey, give me this item, and you have to go and search through your bag for that item. You just kind of eventually find the things you need as you kind of go through the game. And as long as you know what the yes and no looks like in dialogues, you're fine. Step 1, buy 8,192 Game Boys and copies of Fire Red, except you reset them all a few times. Okay, I brought that up as a joke on another stream I was watching when he was like, when it was Random Tens, he did like a random, like he did like a impromptu shiny hunt stream last weekend. And one of the things he brought up was like, oh, I had like this big project that's like never been done before, at least on the scale it's being done on. And I was like, it's 8,192 like capture cards, isn't it? Isn't it, Stan? Which would be ridiculous. That would be insane. I can't imagine even what that would look like on a screen. They'd each get like 4 pixels. It's like, boom, reset them all, and you get like 3 shinies all at once. Step 3, still don't get the shiny. Like, use them all. Half of them fail immediately. That would be... Oh man, how hard would it be to do that? Like, how would you... You would have to set up some kind of, like, rig so that you could press all the buttons at once, because otherwise it's literally, like, going down a line of them and just hitting the soft reset, like, every single time. You have to, like, get them all... You'd have to get some, like, a mechanism to press the buttons so that, like, when you would press them on one, it pressed it on all of the other ones. Like, simultaneously. That'd be crazy. You're good, that's good to hear. Actually, getting a Japanese copy of Heart Gold to complete with your English Soul Silver, that's nice. That's really cool. From what I've heard, at least for the Game Boy ones, I don't know about DS, it shouldn't be an issue with DS, I don't think. I feel like they had this figured out by then, but apparently, like, if you trade things that evolve between between games in different languages, they can have issues. I forget, I think it was Kajido who mentioned that, so that'd be something to take into account, but that may have just been 3rd gen. Just get 8,192 Bidoof to do it for you. Simple as that. Just get 8,192 HM slaves. Do everything for me. There's a Heart Gold Soul Silver, Pearl Diamond Platinum, for $3.99. I wouldn't trust that. At that price, I wouldn't really trust it, I don't think. First game was Sapphire, and that's where you get your first shiny on it as well. That's why you're buying Alpha Sapphire on Monday. Well, hey, there you go. Fuel that nostalgia. Now, yeah, my first game was Fire Red, followed by Sapphire and Emerald. And then when I got back into Pokemon, I got back in with Alpha Sapphire. I think they patched that in Gen 4. Yeah, that'd be hopeful, especially, like, not necessarily Gen 4 so much as the newer ones where you start to actually have global trading. It's like, that'd be really awkward if, like, a big selling point of the game, being able to trade with anyone in the world, was going to suddenly be an issue because, like, if you traded through language barriers, it would crash the game or something. Or 1088. It just... That's way too cheap for, like, legitimate games. It's too easy to fake them when you sell them online because, like, there's no way for you to test it. There's no way for you to really get a good look. They can, like, frame it, or they don't even have to, like, show you an actual picture. They could show you a picture of a, like, actual cartridge that they have and then sell you a fake one. Gen 4 introduced online. Yeah, it's like, at that point you have to kind of have that figured out. Well, hunting Uxie is gold too. I will definitely be hunting it, yes. That is on my list as soon as we get the Gen 4. But we gotta get the Gen 4 first. You talked to the podcast people and decided on Saturday, June 9th for the first podcast. Not sure about the time yet, but we're planning for June 9th. Well, that's really cool. That's really cool. I'll have to keep that in mind, because I definitely want to check it out. I definitely want to be able to tune in for at least a little bit. Alright, see you later, Cinder. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Hope to see you again soon. I hope work is okay. I hope it goes well. As well as work can go. Shiny Helico, awesome Jam! Congratulations. Congratulations on that one. Cheap video game please, Candy. Yeah, like, especially with online sales, is really the thing. Oh, or Shiny Heliga. Oh, okay. Okay, I gotcha. I mean, Heliga's gonna be on my list too. It's just that one's gonna happen way farther down the line. Because it'll happen after all of the legendaries, when we actually get to those Ultra Beasts finally. I know those are probably some of the more hype ones to have done up front, but I decided to do them chronologically. I felt like that was kind of a cool way to do it. So here we are doing them chronologically. What's up, Emma Lane? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You're hunting Mewtwo. I already have Nihilego. Okay. Yeah, I misread then. I misread. I have Twitter. I do have one. I don't really use it that often. The only reason I really even have like social media accounts like listed with the channel and stuff is like in case something goes horribly wrong with YouTube, and like I can't post videos, I can't do anything, I can't like tell you guys something's gone wrong. Like if I have, you know, Twitch and Twitter and the Discord, like it's things like, hey, follow there. That way I can still reach out if something happens here. Because it has happened before, where like I couldn't access the channel and all you could see is like, hey, this doesn't exist anymore. So like, and no one had like a way of seeing any information about it unless they were already on the Discord. So like I kind of posted those there just in like in case of emergency type situation. Yo, Alan, what's up? Welcome to the stream. I just want to say how you came home from Sister's birthday, so see ya. Okay, alright, see you later, Alan. Thanks for stopping by, man. Only do RTS sometimes. I mean, like, I don't necessarily think it's boring, I don't know, for me, I guess I imagine I'd get overwhelmed by it very quickly. Like, whenever I try to dive back into it, I don't think it's, like, an unhealthy, like, you know, I don't, like, get obsessed with it or anything, but, like, I can only handle so many different, like, streams of, like, communication at once. Like, I have, like, group messages with friends, I have, like, text messages with, like, other friends and stuff, and, you know, the streams, the Discord for the streams, the Discord's on, and so, like, when you start adding more to that, I start to fall out of another one, but generally what happens with social media is, like, I fall out of that one. Like, I try to get into it, and it's just like, eh. Like, it ends up being too much more effort than it's worth for me. Do I have a YouTube channel? I don't know if I should tell you guys about that one. How about that price? Which price? Is it, if you're talking about the 21? Honestly, those games are way more than $20. I think. I don't know. It honestly, it completely depends on where you're looking. It might be a legitimately trustworthy site, but I just can't trust that kind of price for that game. And as long as we're speaking in US dollars. We're speaking in, like, US dollars. That's my frame of reference there. That seems a bit too cheap for that, at least. Cleared the desktop for your laptop yesterday. Cool. I actually got one of my old laptops out the other day, and it was, like, it was so out of date. It was on, like, Ubuntu version 16.04, like on 18.04 now, so it's like multiple years old and multiple like major revisions of the operating system behind. It was so far behind that like when I booted it up and it like could check for updates, it was like, hey, and there's like 5 prompts, but they were all expecting other things to already be installed, and so it broke so much I ended up reinstalling everything on it. Here's Windows 10 still. Oh, I mean, yeah, it's gonna probably be Windows 10. Because that's been out for, what, 3 years now? Ish? Almost 3 years, 2.5. Over 3 if you count the beta. But yeah, no, that laptop was one of the... That one had Windows 10 beta on it, but it was just so broken. Like, Windows 10 was just so buggy for me that I just put Linux on it and called it a day. Because all it was going to do was sit in the corner and, like, run some stuff in the background. You're playing Leafgreen right now, and you got Drowsy, Drowsy, which you need, Shakira. Well, that's cool. That's cool. It's also for $13.59. It just doesn't, those don't sound like legitimate games. Like, the prices just do not sound like legitimate games. You miss Windows Vista, your first Windows is 95, you think? I think the first one I would have ever experienced would have been 95, but... The first one I remember using a lot was XP. And then we had my dad's laptop had Vista on it, and we had like one computer in the basement, like down here, that had Vista. Both of those just kind of died. And then my personal first computer had Windows 7 on it. And then again, I had to get another laptop because that one died. Like, the hard drive failed in it. At that point, 8 was out, but that was okay on that machine. And then Windows 10 Beta came out and I installed it on both. Like, I put a old Mac hard drive in the dead laptop and installed the Windows 10 Beta on them. Ran those for a while. My desktop's on 8.1, just because I don't know, I wasn't a fan of 10. I wasn't enjoying the experience I was getting on 10. Like, it felt way too handholdy for what I was doing, and it was still really buggy when I built my computer, so I was like, I'm just gonna put a more stable system on it. And, yeah, so then one of my laptops is on, like, Linux, and the other one's just on the Windows 10 preview. Most used is Vista, brother's laptop, I gotcha. Laptop you found was from last year. Yeah, if it was from last year, then it's gonna have 10 on it. Soul Silver Limited Edition box for 400. That actually sounds right. Like, that sounds right for like a limited, assuming like sealed box. What's up, Kyle Bryant? Welcome to the stream. But yeah, so that's obviously way more expensive than most people are gonna buy. But if you find like a Soul Silver, just a regular Soul Silver sealed complete in box, it's going to be like $100. And maybe not even sealed complete in box, just complete in box Soul Silver is gonna be like $90 to $100. And then, like, if you just find an okay condition one, it's going to be, like, an okay condition in-box one, or just has the Poké Walker, or just, like, in the regular box, it's going to be 50-ish. Like, really, if you start seeing them under 40, if you see them under 40, you're getting into the range of suspicion, in my opinion. I got VMware, but it's not the same as a real Windows experience. No, yeah, VMs are always slow. Like, that's just unfortunately how they are, because they're essentially emulating it, which obviously when it's meant to run on that kind of hardware, it's not emulating. It's not emulating in the same sense, but it's definitely not the same. No, I'm trying to figure out around that whole limitation too when I kind of look to upgrade stuff in the future. Because I do a lot of software stuff, because computer science and all that, and a lot of like my little like tinkering projects are all things that I really wish I had more of like a Linux type experience with, but then I game, which is not a thing that happens on Linux very well, so it's like trying to figure out that balance of how I'd want to do that without like just running like dual boot is kind of hard. But I'm just trying to figure that out a little bit. What's up, Umbreon Mage? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Going around $30 to $40. That sounds about right. And even then, if you're buying online, always be very careful with it. Make sure it's like a trusted buyer or a trusted seller and all that kind of stuff, because otherwise they might sell it for a legitimate price to kind of be like, ah, look, someone will buy it. Or like, ah, look, someone's selling it for the right price. That it looks less suspicious when you sell it for a bit more money. So honestly, you could scam people out of more with them more willing to buy it at that point, you know? You're back. Welcome back, Sezzy. Yeah, it's just always with buying stuff online, especially like popular Pokemon type games, be very, very skeptical and do research into it as much as you can. Found a shiny Lugia would be the right thing to say if you did indeed find one. You got me going there for a second, honestly speaking. Got me going there for a little bit. Both games for 30? I don't know. The thing is, it's hard to tell without the actual listing. It's hard to make a decision on that kind of stuff. But honestly speaking, you usually get me going there for a little bit. And the thing is, like, I'm just gonna look. I'm gonna have an opportunity probably to buy some this weekend, possibly. So we'll see. We'll see what I can find then. I don't know. Like, if I do end up finding some. If I don't, it's not a big deal, and I'll just like keep looking elsewhere. Getting copies of Pokemon Black and Black 2 yesterday from eBay. The picture only showed the game case manuals, but they both came with all the inserts and the legit US version too. That's awesome, Kajito. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't think my Platinum came with any of the inserts. My copy of Black 2 has them all. Or not Black 2, Black has them all. Like every single one. which is really nice. Like, it's nice to have those things. Those aren't as big of a deal for me as at least just having, like, a case that's not destroyed. Inserts, like, all the little manuals and stuff that would go in the side of the box. Found one for like $20 with $5 shipping, and it was wrapped and packaged weirdly, but it was a good cartridge. It looked clean, and the cartridge was in plastic. Yeah, there you go. There you go. I mean, it's just gonna be like wrapped so that it's properly packed for shipping. That makes sense. Like Club Nintendo adds in other papers. Yeah. Like when you look in the new games, I'm gonna open this and watch. There'll be nothing in there, but like when you open Ultra Sun, even like. In this case, it's like just a health and safety manual, but like the little things that go in the, like that go inside the little clips there. Like I think in Sun and Moon, it was like an advertisement for that Z-Ring toy, like that kind of stuff. Which, for me, again, not necessary, but it's nice. Especially like the older games with the manuals. If they have like actual game manuals, those are really nice to have. But still not like a deal breaker in my opinion. I just want the games and a box to put on a shelf. They're both cheaper than those knockoffs you got from Amazon. Well, hey, there you go. You found a like decent seller there. So your code for Victini in your black case. I actually have the little Victini thing in mine because my friend actually sold me his copy of Black. Is how I got it. It was everything was packed into that case. Like I don't think it's in perfect. Like I don't think the like plastic cover's in perfect condition, but that's whatever. Like, honestly, it's more just, I want it to be able to sit on my shelf. And sit on my shelf okay, without any issues. Which is why it's at least nice that with the DS, they went to, like, boxes that were meant to be kept around. Unlike all the Game Boy stuff that was cardboard. That stuff's just, like, stressful to keep. That's one thing you're missing from Black version. Likely means the copy was made after the Victini event was over. Yeah, I guess that would be kind of the case. Yeah, mine was like a day one box, if I'm not mistaken, as far as like U.S. North American release. Got yours around the time Black and White released. Yeah, that makes sense then. It's like you obviously got that when the Victini thing was still going on. That last one's very much too good to be true. Again, all of this is just like looking at a price and the games that are there, not like actually looking at anything about the listing aside from that. I wish you the Victini, well, I hope they re-release it for Ultra Moon and Ultra Sun. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what events they finally do. They just need to release the Shinies, the shiny Tapus. That's what I need. I need more than just Tapu Koko. What else? What else do I need? Obviously, the Zygarde thing is happening. Like, that's a different story. The fact that that's actually going on. Like, I need the shiny Tapus. We have Tapu Koko. We need Bulufini. And, I'm blanking on the last one now. Lele. There's no use in it anymore. There really isn't, aside from just saying you have, being able to say you have it. And that's, for some people, when like they're collecting and they want everything complete in box, they mean complete in box. Yo, Cameron O'Neill, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Some would say that Victini was the last properly done mythical, as it was the last one you actually get to catch instead of just having it given to you. Yeah, people, I feel like a lot of people aren't as big of fans of the just go to this insert brand store and, like, get the Pokemon. Like, that's, you know, went to a McDonald's to get Hoopa and stuff. Like, that's okay, but it's definitely way more fun to, like, find them in-game and stuff. Or, like, to have, like, a little event that goes along with it. I get kind of where Game Freak's coming from with that, though, where it's like, we're in the era where if you release a game with hidden content on the disc that's meant to be unlocked with some, like, external event or whatever, or some code, it's going to be broken within days. People are going to be able to hack that kind of stuff in immediately. And it's, with the way the internet is at this point, and digital downloads and stuff, I think that's what really does it, is the digital downloads. The fact that people can essentially download the game and immediately be looking at the code on it instead of having to have a whole bunch of like really special hardware to do it. That's what kind of, I feel like that's what kind of gets people more, or like makes it more difficult to do an event like that. Because I don't know. I guess like in a sense you can just push it with an update, like at a later time. But it's, I don't know, I would really love to, like, be around and be playing the games actively when one of those events is a thing. I don't know how many of those are going to happen anymore. Too bad you didn't know that it's, like, the end of it. Ew. Premium badge is a good seller. It is a premium badge. I'd assume that that's, like, a sign they're a good seller. Yeah. I would assume, but yeah, basically premium badge, I'm assuming, means, like, they've been, like, certified as, like, a proper, you can kind of trust them more seller. Like, at least, at the very least, like, they package it properly and ship you the right item. Yeah, you can believe it a little bit more. And it means that they probably have, like, good reviews, and they've had, like, a few, like, people who have been certified to buy something from go, yeah, I actually got what they're selling. You still have White and White 2 with all your Wi-Fi event Wonder Cards and Dream World, Custom Pokédex, Seeder, etc. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Raikou needs to heckin' show itself soon. It really does, right? This is Dream World website. Used to have hours on there. Alright, I missed out on that too. I feel like I missed out on a lot of the really, really fun stuff with Pokemon. Like, a lot of those events and stuff, which I know some of them just didn't happen at all. But, I don't know, some of those events were... Like, I had Gen 3 at the time. I probably could have participated in, like, at least one or two little things, but, like, I don't know, they just, like, I didn't know that, like, the events and stuff were really a thing until it was like, oh, well, that game's, like, 2 generations old now. Stuff like that. That's what you're thinking. Why is some secret area when a lot of people will never even be able to get to it? Like, the Hall of Origins there, but there's no way to get there. I mean, they add things, and what happens a lot of times in games, in general, is the content may have been removed fairly early on in development, but there are 2 possible reasons. Both of them involve the fact that at some point in development, they decided to scrap that idea, but they had already, like, been testing it in the game. Like, they had already at least added it to the game to make sure it worked and looked right or something. And either, like, it failed because it couldn't look right, or because they just scrapped an idea that would have been the only reason to have it there. And they just decided not to take it off the disc. Because, like, Game Boy cartridge or 3DS cartridges and DS cartridges actually have some good amount of space on them. We're not dealing with the president of Nintendo is being like the saving grace of your game and managing to get it all to fit on the cartridge anymore. Like, that's not the situation that you're dealing with games at this point. You're dealing with a situation where some developers will actually put a whole bunch of garbage on the cartridge just to fill up the rest of the space. There have been games that they've found where like the devs, just as like a way to fill up the rest of the space on the disc for whatever reason, or like, you know, pad out the game so that the data was in a better spot to be read from, they would stuff assets from other games they had worked on onto the cartridge as like garbled data, but they'd stuff them on there. And like, if you like went through all the files, you could find like, this is from a different franchise, you know, on the disc. So they could just leave those kind of little details in there because of that. Like, that's the thing that happens. You ever just accidentally exist every day, right? Only bought an S6 on eBay, nothing more. I don't know how much I've ever personally bought on eBay. Because the last time I would have bought something from eBay, or even sold something. I never sold something on eBay. Last time I would have bought something from eBay would have been a long time ago. Most of the time I buy stuff off of Amazon now. Like, I don't know, I don't know why I just really haven't used eBay too much. At least recently, especially. Had the biggest house, ton of garden space, and all the rarest berries from I Battle Plaza. Had tons of Dream World Pokemon. Now all that's left is an Arceus on your white and a Trapinch on your white too. No, yeah, from the sounds of it, like, it stinks when, like, that's another reason why I don't really like necessarily services that kind of integrate with the game. Where it's like, hey, well, that shut down. Now, like, half the stuff I do in this game is not a thing anymore. What's up, Oromo Hates Life? Sorry for mispronouncing it. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Last buy on Amazon is from 2015 or something like that. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. I don't buy a lot of stuff online. Like, I try to buy it in stores if I can. Not like old-fashioned or anything. I'd rather be able to go and look at it if I can. And most of the time I'm buying, like, new stuff. Especially from, like, Amazon, I tend to not be buying used. So I'd rather go to the store and see it if it's possible. And, like, look at other options there, stuff like that. Give myself the time to actually contemplate it, see it in real life, and it not just be like a button to click. Stuff like that. So, I don't know, I tend to use it very, very sparingly, but I do buy stuff on Amazon pretty regularly, I would say. That's where I got most stuff I'm using to capture the GameCube right now. How about Soul Silver 45? That sounds legit. That does sound legit. At least as far as the pricing goes. Again, depends on, is the seller's reviews, like, credible, or do the pictures look sketch for whatever reason? Like, is there different views of the game from, like, different places entirely? Stuff like that. You're so devastated after remembering that Umbreon. Speaking of which, you wonder how many Pokemon were made but never released. There's data for almost 200 Pokemon in Red and Blue, but only 151 were used, which is why Missing No exists. Yeah, I mean, that's just what happens, is when you're throwing ideas at the wall, and when you're on, like, a pretty tight schedule, like, even releasing games, like, every other year, depending on the size of your team, like, you're gonna be trying things and just throwing them into the game while you're testing it, and they might never be there. Like, the end user may never see it. But so yeah, that, like, little bits and pieces of data will get left over, or they'll just be left there on purpose to, like I said, kind of, like, fluff up the cartridge space, or fluff up just the general size of the data for whatever reason, either as a way to kind of keep people from finding the legitimate stuff, or just, like, again, to pad it out and put the stuff in, like, the more efficient spots of the, like, in the case of discs especially, it's to, like, move the actual game out to the edges of it, because that's faster read times. Stuff like that. That's what you'd really be dealing with. That Raikou wants to kill me. I don't know, the Raikou is way over odds, only if I had the shiny charm for the entire time we hunted. I went like 5,000 encounters without it because I was just impatient. So it wasn't until about like 900 or 850 encounters ago or something like that that we got the charm. So it's actually not too terribly bad. I would honestly say we're about as far over as we are for Charmander, if you think about it in that sense. Sorry about that. Where you live, all the stores are closed for the digital era. No, I mean, like, most of the time I can at least go to some kind of, like, big box store or something. There's a couple, like, little electronic stores and stuff, or at least not, like, or at least more, like, computer hardware-based stores and stuff that aren't just things like cables or, like, buying laptops. Like, you can actually go in and buy a motherboard separately, and RAM, and graphics cards, and all that. And, like, that's what the store is. Like, there's a few of those, and those are really nice to go to, but they're few and far between. Because, yeah, most people just go on Newegg and buy that, or go on Amazon and buy that kind of stuff. But, like, when I got my monitors, it was such a big thing. Like, I could have bought them on Amazon. It would have been about the same price, but I wanted to be able to go into the store and actually look at, like, the various things and actually kind of decide, like, be able to be like, yeah, this is 100% what I want. I want to actually be able to look at, like, the floor model and all that stuff. And yeah, fortunately I do have that ability. Like, when I need to go do stuff, like, that store does exist and I can go there. No cheating. We ain't cheating here. We ain't cheating here. Got on Minecraft yesterday. Nice. Nice. I almost hopped on it. I wonder how many Pokemon are actually out there. Those ones that were never used, you'd love to actually see some unused Pokemon concept art. I know someone on Reddit posted a little bit the other day. No, it'd be cool if, like, they went back to those ideas and used them again. And who knows, they may have. Like, there may be some ideas that they just, something was off about it and they were able to tweak it, and then boom, it was like a Gen 4 Pokemon. Who knows? 100 round on your Piggy Town world, and you were creative. Got on your laptop too? Nice. Nice. Yeah, I almost hopped on to work on like a project I was working on a while ago and kind of started again. And I don't know, I need to figure some stuff out because it's more of a technical, like, what are the limits of what you can do in the game kind of thing. So I was kind of working on that the other day, and I almost hopped on to look at it yesterday, but we were doing a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, what's up, Marth? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? There is no limits. There's a point. There's a point. You're not making a, like, computer run Windows inside Minecraft. That's not happening. That's the point. Like, that's kind of the realm of what is the limits of what you can do inside the game. Like, what is the technical limits of what the, like, engine that Minecraft runs in? Like, what is the limit of what Minecraft as a piece of software can handle before it's just like, what are you doing to me? Like, what kind of ridiculous, crazy idea that having Windows inside Minecraft has not happened as, like, a legitimate running of an OS. That has not. I haven't seen that anywhere. I know, someone made Pokemon Red in Minecraft, and I think that's one of those, like, things where we've gotten to that point. Yeah. Okay, that's not running Windows, though. That's what I was saying. It's like, yeah, like, someone made Pokemon Red in Minecraft. That's one thing. That's what I'm thinking of as far as, like, one of the most complex things I've seen. But what I was saying is, like, someone hasn't made, like, beyond that. Honestly, Pokemon Red's a fairly simple thing to make relative to other things. Obviously, there's nothing against, like, Mr. Squishy's the one who made that. Like, Mr. Squishy, way more talented than I am to be able to do that. You know, stuff like that. But, like, Pokemon Red is the very, like, it's just getting your feet wet into, like, trying to emulate and recreate software just using command blocks and stuff. Talking Spanish, I cannot, Marth. Unfortunately, I do not speak any Spanish. There are actually a lot of Gen 1 designs that were never used, that they reused in a later, and released later. Yeah, I mean, like, if you already put the work in, you may as well just, like, finish tweaking them. You know, if they have 151 was plenty of Pokemon for the first game. So, yeah, just like, tweaking this design using them later is always a good idea. Hopefully you'll get your Entei or Charmander soon. Currently at 8,900 random encounters in Gen 5 Vol. TP, thank you, man, and good luck with your random encounters. I hope something shines soon for you. Cam Sparkles did a video call to his actual phone in Minecraft using software developed by I'm not sure who, but it was still impressive. That was developed by Verizon as a Verizon ad, and that was a mod. What that actually did was kind of that wasn't really in Minecraft. Literally what it did was the mod was extra code that could talk to Verizon, like the cell phone company, and have their end handle it like the same way if it got a Skype call. It was just sending that over to another phone. Like, the mod basically acted like a fake phone on the computers, and Verizon was able to talk to it. That's how that one worked. The only part that was in Minecraft was trying to recreate that image using, like, blocks and stuff. But, like, the thing, like, with Pokemon Red is that was done with... The only thing that wasn't vanilla Minecraft about it is the idea of using resource packs to get the, like, assets from Red into the game, like, all the visuals and stuff, which, that's a different thing. Like, that was the difference there. But I remember that. I remember when Seth Bling teamed up with Verizon and had that. He helped a little bit with it, but it was mostly... Like, he did the Minecraft side of it, and then Verizon did the, like, actual call side of it. But yeah, I remember when that came out. I remember he actually talked about that. Like, that video came out 3 years ago, so when I say recently, I mean, like, within the past year. No, that video came out more than 3 years ago. That video came out forever ago. But, like, in the past year, so relatively recently, when Seth was doing some Mario runs, he actually was talking about it. And, yeah, basically he handled, like, Seth Bling handled a lot of the Minecraft side, and then Verizon, and, like, Verizon's engineers handled the like, Verizon side of it. Yo, Hibachi raid, are we getting a rated, guys? Hibachi, thank you for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. How are you guys doing today? Welcome to the stream. Kobashi, again, thank you. Hibiachi, I know I said that wrong twice already. Hibiachi, thank you for the raid. I hope your stream went well today. It's Hibiachi's first raid. What? Well, I am honored to be the first raid. Welcome to the stream, Raiders. I appreciate it. I hope you guys all decide to stick around. I bet you're going to find Rayquaza. I hope you do, Luigi. I hope you do. Pixelated Gold plays the Fennekin, BR Skywalker 14, Hibiachi, Dusk. What is up, everyone? Welcome to the stream. How are you guys doing today? Yeah, how am I? I'm doing well, Dusk. I'm doing well. How are you doing? Oh, before Raikou. Hope you do. The heck? Oh, like, are you wondering what a raid is, Orimo? Like, a raid is just, like, another streamer sending over, like, basically, like, one stream ends, and you find another streamer doing something, and you, like, post the link for your viewers to just go there. And there's a way to, like, raid that stream that you're, like, raid that other stream, and it bumps the viewership for something, like, in my case, it's bumping my viewers, and it also gives, like, Hibiachi's viewers a place to come and watch stuff. If they want to keep watching streams. Overhydrated Sketch, welcome as well. Late, you're all good. You're all good. Welcome to the stream, Raiders, again. I appreciate all of you coming through, and Hibiachi, thank you again for that raid, and I hope your stream went well today. Cheese and Ham, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Everyone in 2018 here hunting Shiny Charmander on Pokemon Go. Mindless not. Better hunt it on Leafgreen. I've been hunting it since before it was shiny in Pokemon Go. I'm the hipster. I'm the OG here, I guess. I don't know. I've been hunting it for like 9 months, but on and off. Cookie the Doge, welcome to the stream. You're way over odds. Yeah. Raikou's my own doing. It's over odds even without the shiny charm, but we went to like 5,000 before I even got the shiny charm. Charmander's over, but it's only over by like 900. Not that that's like only, but when the odds are 1 in 8192, 900's not a terribly large amount. It's like a 80-ish% chance we've seen it by now. Cyan Weasel, how's it going, man? I've been here for 10 months, over 10. Jamarly Francis, the anti-social gamer, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. You're gonna go back to Minecraft. All right, Cameron, have a good time. Like you were watching in 1952. That is impressive, you are. You call Raikou at 6349 and Charmander at 10,167. I'm okay with that Raikou number. I kind of don't want that Charmander number. I don't want to hit 5 digits. I would really like to stay under 5 digits on that one. On Ultra Sun, is it Latios or Latias? I think Latias is Ultra Sun, if I'm not mistaken. You became a mod on the channel? Awesome, Adion. Awesome. How's that going for you, man? You here last week raided with Kanto. Well, welcome back, Cookie. Welcome back. How are you doing? Launch your Galacticraft rocket. Rip. Rip. Oh, it's Latias. Never mind. I was wrong then. I was wrong. My apologies there. I haven't gotten to them, so I'm not actually 100% sure. You're in 1952. I am impressed by the time-traveling ability we seem to have here, guys. Go for your bait next after Raikou. After Raikou, we're going for Suicune. We'll have Entei and Raikou at that point. I'm knocking out all of the Johto legendaries, and then I'm gonna move on to the Hoenn legendaries, and then we can start hunting for Latios and Latias. So there's a few in the way, but we'll definitely get around to it. I'm gonna get all of the legendaries as shinies. That is my goal, and I just thought that, like, because I want to go for all of them, getting them in chronological order would be fun. Charmander at 9999. Hey, that's under 5 digits. I'm okay with that. I am okay with that then. Love the Rayquaza theme. I'm excited to get some Gen 3 Pokemon up in here. I'm excited. I say that while I'm playing a Gen 3 game, but I'm excited to get these Gen 3 legendaries going on and use some. Because we now have the Shiny Charm in both Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, so we're not limited as far as that goes. Suicune is amazing, your favorite legendary. Well, it should be happening soon. Raikou's just got to be agreeable for us to move on. Because as soon as we get Raikou, we'll trade Entei over, and then we'll start hunting for Suicune. Gotta find all wormholes and all that. legendaries. Good luck on Regice. You'll just need to wait. The shiny is so similar. I am aware. I am aware. I was already doing that with Zapdos, so yeah. That's definitely going to be a hunt that I leave for sure the 3DS audio on. Because occasionally we will switch over to like the Game Boy audio for anyone who's new. But yeah, no, that's definitely going to be one of those hunts that I'm just like, nah. No matter what, we have to do that one with the audio on USUM so that people can like recognize it. Is Leafgreen an emulator? It is not. It is not. I actually have a GameCube with a Game Boy Player attachment. And so I have my Leafgreen cartridge in that. And then I'm using a bunch of adapters because I used to have like an actual just capture card that plugged straight from the GameCube into the computer. But I can't use that anymore because it died. So I'm running the GameCube into a converter to make it HDMI, and then I'm capturing that with my HD60S. But yeah, so it's a legitimate it's a legitimate cartridge, which is why it's in Japanese. If I was playing on an emulator, I'd be able to set the language to whatever I'd be able to get whatever language ROM I wanted to use. So that would have definitely been using English, but unfortunately I can't find my English fire red, so we have to use my Japanese Leafgreen for that one. Let Raikou, let's hope Raikou's relaxed. We'll see. We'll see what it is. Your rocket is gone. That's why we have creative mode. Just get it back. Honestly, that's okay. That's okay. As long as you know you had it. Why am I soft resetting for one and not Masuding? Wouldn't it be faster? For Charmander? Because I want to do some stuff in the Gen 3 games. I like doing full odds hunts, like true full odds hunts as well. I know theoretically I could be Masuda methoding for it, but I really didn't have a way to get one until this game, or until like I know you can find one and use some now. But you can't Masuda method in Leafgreen. There's no like, it's not like I'm gonna be doing a shiny badge quest or anything with it. I'm legitimately just gonna be like hunting it here. It's like an extra like little badge of honor to be like, look, I got this one in Gen 3 from like soft resetting and stuff. I feel. If I do more, though, it's not going to be nearly this hardcore. If I do more, it'll either be resets in X and Y, where I can get way better odds, or it'll be Masuda method in Gen 6 or 7. Because I will be getting 2 more Charmander shinies, because I do need them to get like Charmeleon and Charizard as shinies as well for living decks. So yeah, they'll happen at some point, but yeah, those will probably happen with like Island Scan or Masuda method. For sure. What's up, MT? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Hope you get shiny soon. Hashtag shiny struggle. It is a struggle, but it's a worthwhile struggle. What's up, Romer, Inja Motor? Sorry, I know I definitely mispronounced that. Welcome to the stream. Really over odds on Raikou. Hopefully it will shine soon. Hopefully soon. Hopefully really, really soon. You just play vanilla Minecraft. Same. Like, I either play vanilla Minecraft or, like, ridiculously modded Minecraft. Never in between. Gonna go edit your game you're creating. It's a Fortnite plus Pokemon thing. So. Please, keep the language in the chat PG, please. I'm so tired. No. I agree though. I am also pretty tired, Jam. And it's way later for you. So I totally understand that. Hopefully you can get some good sleep tonight. You need attention. That's all good. I try to read every message in the chat that I can. Need to sleep in 4 minutes. Well, hey, that's 4 minutes from now. So, gotta make use of all that time you can, right? Guys, I'm seriously hoping we can get one of these today. We got 30 minutes left in the stream, so maybe it can happen. Here. Need to sleep in -2.5 hours. Don't make mindless tired. We don't need a yawn effect. He needs to stream. I feel like I've been okay about that. I know I've at least yawned once today, but I feel like I'm I've been okay about that more recently. Vermont vanilla Minecraft gets boring very quickly. I can understand that, especially if you're just like playing survival mode or something. I can see that. For me, the thing is like if you're playing like single player survival isn't really fun for me that much anymore. Like if I'm creative and I'm messing around with projects, that's one thing. Or even if it's single player, but like I know someone else who is playing it and potentially even like playing it on the same seed. It's like then it's more fun. That's more funny. You can kind of compare. But what always is fun for me is seeing like, or just playing multiplayer with people in like vanilla survival, just so you can like mess around with each other and stuff. Summer plans. I'm gonna start working soon. That's just a matter of hearing like what my start date is. Like I have the job and everything. I just haven't like gotten official notice on like what time am I gonna start. So that's the one thing there. And once I figure that out, I'll figure out the new stream schedule because it won't be able to be what it is now. Unfortunately, because I will be working like 9 to 5. 5 to 7 p.m. streams don't really work unless I like set up streaming in the office, which wouldn't be good. Would probably be frowned upon, to be honest. So it'll probably start and be more similar to last summer's schedule, and then aside from that, it's really just working, hanging out with some friends and stuff. What's up, Alan Bao? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Next 20, you got this. We will see. We'll see. It's gotta happen. What's up, Kawe? Welcome to the stream. Did the Shiny Charm? I do, but I got it like 5,000 encounters into Raikou, so it's not 6 times odds at this point or anything, or almost. It's not like 5 times odds or anything crazy yet. So yeah, it was over odds before we got the charm in the first place, and it hasn't hit odds for like since we got the shiny charm. So I'm basically calling it like a reset as far as that goes there. Need to sleep now. Alright, see you later, Blaze the Fennekin. Thanks for tuning into the stream. I hope to see you again soon. Raikou at 10,629 soft resets. Raikou going over 10,000. That'd be a bit more unexpected, I feel. You found the Charmander on 9666, call it Demon. Unfortunately, I actually can't name it immediately because the order that it does the stuff in that it does everything in for Leafgreen means we'd have had to nickname it before we can see if it's shiny. Because like we have to actually collect the Pokemon and stuff to see if it's shiny or not. So we actually aren't going to be nicknaming it right off the bat, but like once we find it, I'll like make some kind of poll and see if like I find the name later. We can use that one. You need to download Stagecraft. What's up, Gerald Riffner? Welcome to the stream. Where am I gonna work? It's like a little computer, like it's a little tech company. I don't know, like I have the job and stuff, so I guess that's not technically like stopping me from saying anymore. But I feel like just out of like the privacy side of it, I'm not gonna like say the actual name of the company or anything. So you're not blocked, Dr. Glowstone. It's a mod pack. Yeah, I figured that sounded about right. That or some really wonky resource pack. You think maybe it is just a resource pack, like really weird blocks. We gotta go. All right, see you later, Dr. Glowstone. Thanks for tuning into the stream. I hope to see you again soon. It's a mod pack, like only for moderators. It's a mod full of mods. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the same kind of thing as, like, Feed the Beast or Sky Factory or anything, where it's, like, it's one pack, and it's, like, one thing that everyone recognizes as that, but it's a whole bunch of stuff. I think, what, Tekkit's the same way? Tekkit and Feed the Beast are the 2 big ones I knew of when I was, like, really into Minecraft. And now Feed the Beast is, like, a whole launcher where you can choose different sets of packs and stuff. I watched someone do a series on Crazy Craft. That's cool. It is crazy. Maybe I'll have to find some. Had Diamond Dimensions a long time ago. Cool. Cool. Sorry about that. I don't know why I was like zoned out for a second. I had to regain my bearings. I promise I'm not tired. It was a mod pack made by Dan TDM a while back. Interesting. All those grammar mistakes. Is it possible to make a shiny Snorlax and Pokemon Crystal? Should be. Should be. Literally everything can be shiny in that game, if I'm not mistaken. Shiny locks weren't introduced until Gen 5, like, as a, like, inherently, they are completely locked. Some things in Gen 4 were, like, attempted to be locked, but only to a single save. Like Manaphy eggs and stuff, but Gen 5 is the first time that something is actually impossible to get a shiny. What you doing on their computer? Stream it. Why do you say that, Cyan? Why do you say that? Oh, you're going? Alright, see you later. See you later, Cyan. I just noticed the really bad. Except for Gen 3 side games, Coliseum and XD, those had shiny locks. Yeah. I don't know, whenever I say that, I guess I think mainly on the main games. But I guess XD and Coliseum are that way as well. Just typing up something. I just looked at something real quick. We all good, we back to complete focus on the streams. On that their computer. Finally, your shiny Suicune and Crystal. That's awesome, MC. Congratulations on that one. That's an intense one right there. Full odds. Full odds legendary. I love saying that. One to get something to eat. Back now. Welcome back, Screaming Rowlet. Welcome back. Sound like an old Southern man. I don't know, you can't like help but like slip into some kind of accent with that one. Or at least like it just feels like you can't. Alright guys, we are like over 900 over odds now with Charmander. We're getting up there. Hopefully it shines soon though. I'm really, really hopeful. Really, really, really hopeful that Charmander will shine soon. What are them there kids doing on their bikes? Better not be on your lawn, right? The next soft reset will be shiny. We'll see, Luis. We will see. Welcome to the stream, by the way. How are you doing today? Banana Candy will break the record of Treecko. I hope not. How's it going, Loot? How are you doing today, man? It's gonna happen regardless of odds. I mean, it's pretty close. It's pretty close. It's already breaking the record for the longest like time in like a hunt to find a shiny. Maybe not the right shiny, you know, with the uncatchable Zigzagoon. But it's still, I don't know. We still haven't like passed the most number of encounters we can do to find like a successful shiny hunt. It's got 200 to go for that, and I hope it doesn't go over that. I really, really hope we don't pass that somehow. Did y'all decide to name it Banana Candle? So that's genius. Luke came up with that name a while ago. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to fit it, though, because I didn't realize this. Or, like, I don't think Banana Candle would fit regardless, but it really doesn't fit in the Japanese one, because somehow I didn't notice this until relatively recently when someone pointed it out. No matter how many times I goofed up, the nickname options in the Japanese games have 5 characters, so you can't really, even using yeah, you're one short even if you use like Japanese characters. I can already see the next Charmander will be a yellow one. That'd be great. That'd be great. I'm really looking forward to a yellow one. One of the biggest concerns I have is not actually recognizing what it looks like on the stream. Like, on the screen. Like, that would be terrifying to get that wrong. Thanks for the comment. Yeah, so we'll see if this one, here's the next one. We'll see if it's shiny. It could be a Nanner Candle. It doesn't end up working in Japanese, though, is the problem. Yeah, it doesn't work in Japanese. Because, yeah, let me just look. Yeah, you only have 5 characters, and Candle alone would take up 4. Just name it Banana. See, that one would work. Banana would actually work. But yeah, so we'll think of like how we actually want to name it, guys, once we get it, because we had to name it before we know if it's shiny or not, which is kind of unfortunate. Really wish that would be the shiny. Like if you could see that as the shiny, that'd be awesome. I want to write it in Japanese. I mean, I was just thinking, Luke, because generally, if you write like an English word using Japanese characters, you have 1 character for 2 in English, which happens most of the time. And it makes it really nice because then you can because then you shrink it down. Because you have about half as many characters in the Japanese one, since you only have 5. Like, I only have 5 characters to write it with. So in order to get the sounds we want out of it, we definitely need to name it in Japanese. Like, that's just how it's gonna go, sadly. I'll look and see if I can, like... I'll look and see, but it'll, like... We'll have to do it at the name rater, is the thing. So it'll take a little bit before we even get to a point where it matters. But yeah, we'll figure out exactly how we're gonna name it once we get to that point. Hot banana, cold banana. Remember, you have to name a shiny Virizion Strawberry. That is true. That is true. I think I did promise that. And we already have the name picked out for Raikou as well. Run right in Japanese. Yeah, the Japanese. Yeah, if it's written in Japanese, then it's gonna be way easier. Can you say Banana Candle in Japanese? I mean, honestly, it's just gonna be Banana Candle, but with what sounds like a really like stereotypical accent. I know there's a word for candle, I can't think of it, but when you're naming it like that, you would legitimately just write it out as, like, Banana Candle. Yeah, I'm blanking on the actual word for candle, though. I should know it. It starts with an R sound. Isn't the name raider in Celadon? I don't actually know where the name raider is in this game, because I've never nicknamed any things before now, so it's like, it hasn't come up until the stream, so I never used the name raider in Canada. Candle Sue? Why is the Sue on there? Where'd the Sue come from here? I'm confused. For a fact, though, banana's banana. Like, banana would just be said banana. Which is 3 characters, so... Like, banana uses more than half of it. Most things are going to use more than half of it, unless, like, I'm missing some major part of the nicknaming thing here. I still don't know where the Sue's coming from, though. More confused Ian, I know, right? I'm very confused. When you read in Japanese, isn't the last word most important in the sentence? The last word tends to just be, like, the verb. So kind of. Kind of. Assuming, like, you haven't dropped parts of the sentences, because, like, in Japanese, it's pretty easy to just get away with, like, dropping parts of it straight up. Like, if you can infer anything in the sentence, like, if you're talking about someone, you don't even, like, if you're talking about a person in, like, English, you say their name once, or, like, call them out in a way where you know who you're talking about once, and then from there, you just, like, use pronouns or whatever, and you can talk, and you can say, like, he, and you know who that he is. Like, you know that. In Japanese, like, you don't even have to say it. You just start saying actions, and unless you say a different thing did the action, you assume that the subject of the sentence is what the subject was on the last sentence. So there's a lot that can just be dropped because of that. So what you end up with is at the end of the sentence there's the verb and then the conjugation for the verb. Like all the different things that kind of like change it. So in a sense, yeah. Like the verb determines when the sentence happened, or if it happened, or should it happen, stuff like that. I still don't... adding "su" to the end of a sentence isn't even a stereotype. That's just not a thing. I'm very confused by this. The only thing I think you're thinking of is desu being added at the end of a sentence. Like, this is like kind of like an I am type of deal, or an am. An is type of thing that would get added to the end of basic sentences and stuff. Thank you for explaining it. Thank you for over-explaining it. It was interesting. I probably did over-explain it, yeah. Nah, but like, I know a little bit. I don't know. I feel like I know less than I should for having taken it for 2 years, but that's also just like, because eventually you get to a point where you know enough of it that like you realize there's way more to learn. And I think I'm at that point where it's like, oh yeah, it is an entire language that, honestly, I'm still bad at one that I've been learning for 21 years. So learning one for 2 isn't going to really put me anywhere. Isn't there words that end with "su" in Japanese? I mean, like, obviously at least 1 or 2. Like, there's a word that ends with every letter in the English language, except for Q, and even then there's stuff that ends with Q that isn't like, that's like a proper noun type of deal. So I mean, yeah, there's stuff that ends with "su." I think you're thinking of desu, which is kind of like really if you've watched anime, you know the word desu, which isn't even necessarily a word so much as just like a piece of sentence structure. Ian starts spinning Deja Vu. Eurobeat just starts intensely playing in the background. Gotta exist tomorrow. Is it gonna be accidentally or is it gonna be on purpose? Because that was the question from earlier. Is it an accidental existence or is it intentional? It's a big distinction, I feel. We all gotta exist tomorrow. I don't know if that's positive or negative. Like, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to take that one. Like, yeah! Or it's... I don't know. I don't know. Alright, I'm actually gonna hit select here and see if... Yeah, even when you use English letter, or like, you know, the alphabet, it's gonna select it and stuff. So, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately we only have 5 characters to name it, no matter what. You'll sleep tomorrow. Sounds like a plan, Jam Jam. Sounds like a plan. mean, tithing you don't exist tomorrow. I mean, technically you kind of still do, right? The best plan. All the sleep. Oh man, I have so much stuff I have to do tomorrow, and there's a lot of stuff I have to do next week too, on top of potentially working. There's a lot of things going on. Not everything has to end with new. Not everything has to end with Sue. Showed one of your streams to your friend who really looks like you, and people in the room started asking him if it was his stream. That's awkward. That's awkward. One of the weirdest things that's happened is last semester on Wednesdays, what I was doing when I wasn't streaming was generally playing D&D with some friends. And the DM, we always did it at the DM's place, and he would just link up his laptop to like his TV and his sound system, so like he could play like music that fit the theme and stuff. And like randomly throughout the night, people would just like troll it because it was basically just like casting. So you could just add to the queue of videos, and he basically just used YouTube all the time for it. And it was weird. It happened like 2 or 3 times. Like at the end of the night, one of the guys would just like cast one of my streams to it, or like cast the Treecko encounter video to it. So weird. I gotta say, it was weird. Like I have to go back and look at the streams to edit like the shiny encounters and stuff, but just randomly hearing my voice, and not even like the voice I hear when I talk, but just my actual voice. So weird. So weird. Like, I don't know why, but when you hear, like, just hearing myself unexpectedly was very weird. With carrot cake. What has carrot cake? Mindless Enigma song. I don't know, I feel like that's almost too formal for the streams. Do we roll unbalanced die? I'm suspicious that our DM's D6 was weighted to roll to 2 from one day, where he would occasionally, like, if he didn't have an actual plan for how like the enemies were going to attack, especially if it was like one big enemy versus like our party of, that day it was a party of 6, so it actually worked out. Or no, it was a party of 5 still. Yeah, it was a party of 5. He basically just rolled like a d6 to, ooh, that's actually kind of concerning. 1 second, guys, I have to, like, quickly delete something. Cause I just got a warning that, like, my hard drive's running low, which makes a little bit of sense. There we go. Because I didn't delete the last stream that we didn't get anything on, so, like, this one was about to, like, run out of space on my hard drive. And that would have been very bad. I would have lost the whole stream. Like, recording in case we somehow get a shiny in the next 5 minutes. But, yeah, so I was saying, basically, like, in that case, we had 1 enemy against the 5 of us. So we just roll a die to make sure, like, it was fair. Like, who he was hitting. And apparently my character was, like, if it landed on 2, he attacked me. Every single encounter. Every single turn around, he hit me. Like, I was dead or unconscious. A party member would wake me up, get me going. I'd immediately get hit again before I could perform an action. It was... What did D&D, why did D&D look like rocks with a bunch of numbers like a D20? Once you have so many sides on it, it basically just looks like a really lumpy circle. I get that. I mean, you have everything from like a little tiny like triangular pyramid all the way up to, yeah, D20. It's just the way to make a fair dice that has the likelihood of landing on all the sides and stuff. Being so formal in Japanese, I mean, that's fairly formal. Yeah, that's fairly just like respectful speech. It's not Kegel or anything, obviously. Favorite class or race? So I haven't had much experience. I've only played 2 characters. One was for a one-shot, but my main character that I played for like the majority of the semester in our longer campaign was a bard gnome, like a forest gnome. I played the bagpipes all the time. Isn't San formal? It's an honorific. It's better than like something you would add to essentially a nickname or like a hey friend. Like San is the level of formality that we would use when we talk to people in like class and stuff. Whenever we talk to them and stuff, it's basically like we're acquaintances kind of thing, and more casual. It's the casual side of formal, I want to say, but yeah, it's still it's a formal form of it a little bit. I don't know. There's a lot of levels to it, and there's a lot of intricacies with the like levels of respect you show certain people and stuff, and all that. Yandere-san. Oh, are you talking about? With Yandere-san, you mean Yandere Simulator? That's actually Yandere-chan, like C-H-A-N, which is a very casual form of it. A very casual thing you would add to a name. Remember the video where you showed your shinies and how disappointed you were about Dragonite? I mean, I wasn't disappointed about Dragonite. For me, it's just like, for me, that Dragonite is just like Dragonite's design in general. So it's kind of like, eh. Like, it could have been really cool if they had, like, kept that kind of design going and had like a like Dragonite be like a continued evolution of Dragonair. I feel. You reset 9.5 hours a day. That is crazy. Have I played it, Yandere Simulator? At one point I played a very alpha build. Like a very, very alpha, like there was still a glitch where you just kind of walked through a wall occasionally. Like just regularly walked through a wall. It wasn't like, oh, if you do it this way, it's just like, occasionally like, collision is broke. So like, that build would have been April 2015 or something. Like that's how long ago it was that I played it. Like actually played it. And alright guys, this is the last Charmander for the night. We'll do our normal Bulbasaur to wrap it up, but we didn't get Charmander today, dang it. But yeah, so we'll do our Bulbasaur, we'll do a couple more Raikous here, and that will be it for the stream. Good night, we'll see you later, Jam Jam. Hope you have a good day tomorrow. If you wanted a pink Dragonite would be amazing. Like, again, there's like, if Dragonite's design had just been a really beefy, like, Dragonair, that would be awesome. That's not what I want to do. Alright, so we'll do this as the last Raikou encounter here. I did D&D your senior year of high school. Your first character, Maple Cat, was the ugliest elf stat-wise. I played a bard gnome that basically just walked around playing bagpipes the whole time, and then very quickly became OP. Like, just very quickly I gained some spells that I no longer played a bard as support. I was the one who was like one-hit KOing like small enemies we came across and stuff. And by the end, I had chosen some skills like polymorph, so I just became giant beasts and like walked through battles and stuff. It was a fun time. It was a fun time. Still think Dragonite's a cool design. It's just it's a weird one to follow Dratini and Dragonair. But alright guys, here we go. Last encounters, encountering that Raikou and encountering that Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur wasn't shiny, and neither was Raikou, unfortunately. So We will be back on again hunting tomorrow, guys. Thank you to everyone that tuned into the stream. A massive thank you to Hippowdon. I think I said that right. I know I pronounced it like wrong 4 times while they were here. Thank you for that raid. Thank you to anyone that came in with that. And I will be back on again hunting tomorrow. So until next time, guys, take care.